I don't give a fuck about the motherfucker that was born and raised here. Y'all raised the fucking rich. So high, can't afford to live here. But y'all gonna bring some other motherfucker here? That doesn't fucking add up. It doesn't make no fucking sense. None. None. I'm fucking homeless. I work a full-time job, 40 hours, and can't pay to live here. How the fuck y'all gonna bring somebody else here? Don't make no fucking sense. None.
Yeah, thank you, Democrats. And today we're going to talk about more privileges that the Democrats are giving their voters that they don't care about. Other than those that didn't vote for them, that they do care about.
What exact changes would you bring to ICE as an agency?
I would hold ICE agents accountable if, in fact, they stepped over my executive orders, which is no arrest of anyone outside of their school. Look at the, one of the things that's happening is, particularly for Latino and Hispanic kids, is the incredible pressure on them in terms of their sense of security. They go off to school wondering whether when mom comes and picks them up, is she not going to be there because an ICE agent was there to arrest her? Or she takes them to the doctor that she's going to not be there because she is, quote, undocumented and an ICE agent is going to pick them up.
So how do you change the culture?
You change the culture by saying you're going to get fired. You're fired if, in fact, you do that. You only arrest for the purpose of dealing with a felony that's committed, and I don't count drunk driving as a felony.
I didn't see it. I want to talk about it. That's kind of dumb, Biden. I voted for you. I'm black. I mean, it is in their job description, arresting people that came illegally. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? Next time, when the cops get beaten in New York by illegal immigrants, what you're going to do? Fire them because they try to arrest a person while getting beaten up and then they get released without bail? Democrats, I'm like, what are you doing? Just what are you doing?
Driver accused of killing a mother and son near Broomfield High School has a long history of drinking and driving.
Our Sean Boyd has been digging into this case. She is live right now. So, Sean, you have learned that the suspect went before a judge in Boulder just days before this crash.
And, Alan, he pled guilty to drunk driving on 2 separate occasions, on top of 3 prior drinking and driving related convictions, multiple probation violations, and failing to appear in court repeatedly. Despite all that, he walked out of here on December 8th and 4 days later got behind the wheel while drunk, according to investigators, and killed a Broomfield mother and her son. Court records show Jose Mengiar Alice has a history of drunk driving dating back to 2007. He has 4 convictions in Boulder County alone. Again and again, he's been put on probation, and again, he's violated it, continuing to drink and drive until his next arrest. In each case, he's been released on no or low bond, failed to reappear for his hearing, and a warrant has been issued for his arrest. That may explain why he didn't face sentencing for 2 DUI cases from 2016 and 2019 until this month. He was allowed to plead both down to lesser charges of driving while ability impaired, despite having 3 prior drinking and driving related convictions. A Boulder County judge sentenced him to probation, community service, and work release. He left the courthouse, and 4 days later, investigators say he got drunk, got behind the wheel, and drove his truck into a car outside of Broomfield High School, killing Melissa Powell and her 16-year-old son.
But at the same time, it's like a funny, stupid Netflix, because the most craziest thing keeps happening, and you're like, this has to be a comedy show. The dude got deported 4 freaking times, and he was like, alley hop, let's go back on vacation, drinking party, probation, my ass, I'm on vacation. By the way, Matt Walsh, what are the exact dates?
This man has a record of 4 deportations. He was kicked out of this country in June 2009, June 2013, November 2014, and January 2015. But the border is completely open, so he just kept coming back. And after a while, the federal government just stopped deporting him, even though they had ample opportunity to do so.
This is what Democrats want, chaos. Because with chaos, that comes great responsibility for them. They should rename the Democrat Party Uncle Dem. All I have to say is this. Imagine, do you have a parent? No. He passed away. How? Well, this guy just kept coming illegally over and over, drinking. They arrested him. We sent him back. We deport him. Probation, bada beam, bada boom. He had to appear in court. He never came back. And the government just said, I give up. I'm like, I'm not laughing at this person. It's just that I can't cope with reality.
Once again, the majority is wasting our time by putting forward a piece of legislation that has zero chance of becoming law and that is extraordinarily broad. No one condones driving under the influence. We should do everything we can to prevent people from getting behind the wheel while intoxicated. But this bill, designed to scapegoat and denigrate immigrants, will not solve the serious problem of DUIs. Public safety threats, including those who have been convicted of serious DUI offenses, are already inadmissible and removable under the Immigration and Nationality Act, and this bill would not change or enhance that. Under the INA, a conviction of a crime involving moral turpitude, where the punishment can be for a year or longer, makes an individual deportable. Courts have ruled over and over again that serious DUI offenses that put others at risk are CIMTs and make the perpetrators deportable. But this bill isn't about serious offenses, Mr. Speaker. Far from it. The bill says that a conviction for a single DUI offense, misdemeanor or felony, makes you instantly deportable, and an admission to such an offense makes you instantly inadmissible. No questions asked. I can understand maybe the appeal of something that sounds like a zero tolerance policy. But let me tell you, Mr. Speaker, if we had that kind of policy here in the House of Representatives, there would be several members that would not be members of this chamber.
And that is true. Like Nancy Pelosi, your previous House Speaker, remember? Your Democrat gangster. The husband got a bunch of DUI. But at least legal people are afraid to do that because they will go to prison. This person did not go to prison, so there was no incentive to keep him off the street of the alcohol. You kind of promote it because you never give them any kind of punishment. It makes no sense. Personally, I hate drunk drivers because they have no idea how much fun they're having while accidentally removing a loved one. It makes no sense. Anyway, spread the message, like, let me know, peace.
Don't get me wrong, ma cosa kita bong. Butta fire na mi blonde, kush hash, purple skunk, criollo, colombici, jam, jam, turloqueta, verdetta, welcome.